I'm first going to be picking up my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation, and I'm just going to put that on the left side of my face because that is the side that I am going to beautify, and I'm just going to work that in with my damp beauty blender. For my concealer, I'm picking up my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the shade Porcelain. And again, just putting that on the left side of my face and then working that in. Next, I'm putting a little bit of my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm just sticking that right underneath my eye so that my under eye doesn't crease throughout the day. And I'm going to be picking up my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Palette, and I'm just going to start contouring my face, starting at my cheekbones and then working my way up into my forehead and my hairline. For my eyebrows, I'm going to be picking up my ColourPop Brow Pod, and this is in the shade Bangin' Brunette. And I will link my eyebrow video down below if you guys are interested. To bronze up my face, I'm picking up a little bit of my Makeup Forever pressed powder. So for my glam eye today, I'm going to be picking up my Morphe palette. And I'm first going to start off with this really pretty brown orangey color. And I'm just going to stick that right into the crease and start working that in so it transitions nicely from lightest to darkest. Next, I'm picking up this gray color, and I'm just going to stick that more on the lid of my crease and really working these two colors in together, going back and forth with the two colors to really help them blend. And then I'm going to pick up a darker brown and just really make this blend out nicely, because whenever we are doing a smoky eye, we really want it to transition really soft and pretty. I'm going to be picking up this black now from my Morphe palette, and I'm spraying my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus just to make sure the pigment is very pigmented and it looks very vibrant. And then again, I'm really blending this out so it just flows really nicely. I'm going to go back into that very first color that I used, that orangey brown color, and I'm going to stick that right underneath my eye to just start smoking that out a little bit. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit of my BH Cosmetics Loose Glitter, and I'm just going to put that right on the center of my eyelid. I'm going to pick up a little bit of wax with my mascara spoolie, and I'm just combing that through my eyebrows, and that way it's going to make it a lot easier for my eyebrows to cover with this cream white paint that I'm going to be applying later on.
Nice. Oh, those are flat.
I'm filling in the right side of my face with grease paint, and I just picked this up from my local Halloween store, and it's fairly cheap, so this is perfect for this look. And next I'm going to fill in the hollow of my eye, and a good way to determine where to fill in is if you just press around your eye, you'll actually feel the bone, so you can see how big you should do it. I feel like a lot of times people do this part way too big compared to where the actual bone of your eye would be, so I really felt around to see where it was on my face so it looked proportionate to my face. And then I'm going to do my nose, and a really good idea is to have a reference picture on your phone or print it out, because then it's going to look a lot more realistic. I have a picture of an actual skull right in front of me, as you can tell that I keep looking down at the picture. So I've started to outline the melty parts on the left side of my face, and then I'm going to fill that in with my white grease paint. And I want this to have a little bit of a shadow effect, so after I'm done filling this in with the white, I'm going to go back and forth with two different brushes. So I'm first going to start off with a lot of black on my brush near the top, and then I'm going to switch to a fluffy brush and just pull that down to the bottom of my face so it has a nice faded effect. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of my foundation, and I'm just tidying up the lines so they look more believable. So now I'm going to start filling in the rest of my face. So I'm just going to hollow out my temple, and I'm dragging this back into my hairline as well, so it just looks like it's not painted on. And then I'm going to do my jaw, and this part is a little bit challenging, so again, have a reference picture will make this 100 times easier. And I really took my time with the teeth. I kind of smiled a little bit so I could see where my actual teeth were, and I kind of just went from there. And this part is a little bit tricky, so just take your time. So after I finished outlining them, I kind of did a Hershey Kiss shape, kind of like a triangle shape, and drag that upwards. And I did that on all of my teeth, and because all of your teeth are kind of rounded, they're not exactly perfect squares, so you really kind of want to shade them in to make this part look more believable. I'm going back into my Morphe palette, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that brown color and start adding dimension and shadows into the skull, because we want to make this look 3D and not two-dimensional. So we're just going to really shadow, and again, look at a reference picture will show you where to shadow. So I'm going around my cheekbones, going to bring that up into my forehead, and I'm adding a little bit of white on my eye socket just because there'd be a little bit of a reflection. And again, I'm just going to put a little bit of a brown yellowy color all over my skull so it's not perfectly white. It looks kind of like a bone color. And I'm adding a little bit of cracks to make the skull look aged. I'm going to go back in right now to my teeth, and I'm just fixing them up a little bit.
So I have done my face, and now I'm going to go into my gelatin. So I microwaved my gelatin for 15 seconds. I have it in a little cup, and as you can see, it's clear. So I'm going to put a few drops of my foundation to make it look like my skin is melting. Let's do this. I don't know why I have a knife. It's stupid. It's just a little bit too runny for me, so I'm going to go add more gelatin. Be right back.
So I've added more gelatin, and I'm just waiting for it to harden up a little bit. And in the meantime, I'm adding little black dots to make it look like the makeup is just melting off. And my gelatin is hardened up, so now I'm just going to randomly make that drip all down the side of my face. I'm just blending that gelatin out onto my face a little bit, working that in with my finger just so it blends out nicely.
So, as you can see, this is a little bit too dark than my foundation color, so I'm just going to go over it with a little bit of powder to lighten it up so it looks more believable.
I hope you guys like this video as much as I did. It was super fun to recreate, and it does look a little bit tricky, but I promise you, with a little bit of patience, you guys will be able to master this look. So I hope you guys subscribe, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.